I'm gonna take notes this time. This is gonna be great because I can just type on my lap. Like I love this format. I hate the audience. I'm gonna become a great D&D player. People are gonna be jealous. I want to become the Tony Hawk of D&D.
So you'd have your own video game, D&D video game named after you?
Dan Harmon's Pro D&D. Yeah. That would be cool.
Where do we get the poison pills from?
I think you got them from the
assassins.
Yeah, you took it out of their bodies.
From the banditos.
Yeah.
All right. Took them out of their bodies?
I don't know.
Okay. Because
off their clothing.
And then Schraub said I have a weird hand.
Well, he said a lot of things.
Yeah, discount them.
I don't think Schraub is canonical.
Schraub is not canon. All right. Dan, are you ready to be the best D&D player you've ever been?
Yep.
Okay, Spencer, help us out. It's been at least 3 weeks, maybe more, since we've played this. So let's get this out.
All right. Last time on Harmon, well, not last time, like 4 times ago, what happened? You guys had just solved the problems that were going on in the town, and you had the prior, and you took him hostage. Well, not hostage. You took him under arrest, and you were going to bring him back to the home church office for punishment, I think. You did that, and you were going there with Patchins. And then you got beset by banditos. Oh, boy. They really stabbed the shit out of Patchins and also Diarrhea Jr., who was conked out. And they took all of his clothes. They took Patchins' clothes and boned the fuck out. Patchins started sobbing, and he was like, Jesus Christ, oh, my life is over. And you're like, what's going on? He's like, this jewel, it was my whole job was to protect this jewel, and it's gone. Oh, boy. You search the banditos, and it turns out they might not have just been normal bandits or banditos. They might have been some sort of hired task force, assassins, who knows what. They had special arms and armor that seemed normal or better than bandito armor. They had a message with a secret message in another language. They had poison pills and a sack of silver pieces. What else? So yeah, it was all crazy. You guys were trying to figure out what to do. You were thinking about maybe chasing them down. You interrogated the banditos, but you killed them in the process. You don't know what to do. You were thinking about maybe going back to the home office to research the secret message and turn in the mission. The prior's still gone, though.
You nailed it.
Perfectly timed.
It almost, not to metagame, but it almost sounds like we made a mistake not having the prior with us. Why don't we have the prior with us?
He ran off in the melee. I think... I think what happened is he was tied up, and then I think he started attacked, and he was like, untie me.
Right, and I think he did, and he just ran.
He just decamped.
And then Patchins started complaining about his jewel, and I, this is why my character will fail because he's too much like me. I got distracted by Patchins' need. I wanted to make sure he was happy.
Can I take some?
Everyone's doing good.
Can I take some of that stealthy leather armor, or is it too big for me as a gnome?
Right now, it's too big. You could put it on, but it wouldn't work as well. And you could also get it fitted. So if you take it with you, you can maybe get it fitted later.
All right. Sorry, go ahead.
Does anybody have any kind of ability to locate, track the prior? We made a big mistake. He got away. We should be going back to the headquarters of the Church of the Silver Flame with him as a guest.
Okay.
Well, as you say that, you hear the beating of hoofbeats as hoofs pound the ground. You see a black horse in the night. It approaches, and on the black horse there's a dark and shadowy figure. He's wearing brown plate mail. You don't know what it's made out of, but it seems kind of fancy and pretty heavily worn.
Whoa, look at that horse!
Whoa, Jesus.
And on the back, behind the rider, you can see tied up is the prior on the back of his horse, kind of over on his stomach. He doesn't look conscious. You recognize this guy. It's Geffen. He's a veteran church militant inquisitor from the Eldeen campaign. The Eldeen campaign was a campaign that the church went on. It was like a crusade to purge dryads from the forest. So you, Dan, actually know Geffen a little bit from that. It's not like you're great buddies, but he's someone you've seen around. You might have fought side to side with him, or something like that. He's kind of like an old person.
And I am Inquisitor or a Templar.
You're an Inquisitor, yeah. You're a
so
special
this guy's
Inquisitor.
a colleague. Is he like higher ranking than me?
You don't actually know his ranking. The church, certain parts of the church hierarchy are kind of dubious, and it's hard to tell the levels.
Especially Inquisitors.
Yeah, especially with Inquisitors, and you're not close enough to know his exact duty. He just kind of shows up and leaves and stuff, so you don't know what he does, and you're not close enough to him to ask.
Okay,
or you're not close enough to him to have asked.
But I know his name.
Yeah, Geffen.
Geffen.
Oh, what ho, strangers! Oh, no strangers are these.
Good old Geffen.
I found some vermin scuttling about in the night. Does this look familiar out to you? He tosses the prior down from the horse, and he just lands flat on his stomach, and he was unconscious, and he kind of awakes from the sudden impact. He's all tied up.
It does indeed. You've found a source of our humiliation, Geffen. We let this one escape, and we weren't supposed to. Thank you.
Haha, you don't want to tell me that, because I'll let you have him for the right price.
Oh, come on. You already kicked him off your horse.
I know. It was an enticing offer, wasn't it? He's right there in front of you.
Well, first of all, he's not exactly the... we don't know that he's a bad guy.
1 silver piece.
Come on, man.
Geffen, we work for the same company. We're not supposed to charge each other for doing the company's job.
Yeah, it's true. They're not supposed to serve two masters, but yet, coin in the flame. They're pretty tempting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the question is, what's more tempting to you, the coin or the flame?
Right now, the coin.
So you're not really doing the flames bidding then. Like
2 silver pieces,
which is fine. You've presented yourself as a stranger to the church, So this isn't holy work. So we'll approach it like you're a traveling merchant.
I mean, whatever you guys want, man. I'm just fucking with you. You could have them.
What?
I just thought I could get a couple gold.
You fucking
Geffen, you stranger.
Oh yeah. I'm Geffen.
Well, it's good to find out this way that you and I are a little closer than I thought. That we're on fucking around level.
Yeah.
I show Geffen the secret message to see if he can decipher it.
I've seen this. Guild language. It's the language the guilds use.
Yeah.
It's like shorthand. It's kind of specialized for business purposes, like accounting and stuff like that, transactional, but it can be used for other things too.
But you can't decipher it?
No, it's so common because all the scribes use it. It's a very common language.
We need this prior. We're going to take him back to our church and, kind of get back to basics. You want to come with, or you could just kind of Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, I just come and go.
Thanks for resetting our A story.
Here's 5 silver pieces because you seem like a good guy.
You're kind of like that guy in Game of Thrones that the Uncle Bill or whatever that comes out with his little
Uncle Benjen. He's got those fire maces.
Wait,
or
I thought
whatever.
you didn't watch Game of Thrones.
What? I watched it at your house before. I love Game of Thrones.
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
I like it the most. It's got magic.
Who's Uncle Bill?
Uncle
He's
Benjen.
talking about Benjen.
It's like a half White Walker that
Oh, yeah,
just like only popped out every now and then
To save everybody's ass. Okay, thanks, Uncle Bill.
Anyways, I have one question about this.
Yeah.
The guild. We keep talking the guild. Like we're
Guilds.
acting like there's one guild.
Guilds.
But I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm a little. I recognize the language, but can't decipher it too. But just to be clear, all guilds have languages. All guilds have their own secret language.
No.
No,
it's just it's a language that all the guilds use.
Like a
It's
shorthand.
Like
like a shorthand secretarial kind of thing.
the Thieves Guild uses the same secret language as the Anti-Thieves Guild.
Well, all the guilds tend to use the language. They use other languages too, but when they're writing, accounting or business-related stuff, they'll use this guild language.
So it's sort of a language that specializes in accounting and diplomacy or whatever, or like a hierarchy, union shit.
You don't want to be having dwarven script and then you have dwarven metals and trading them for elven wares that are in elven script. It's easier for everyone to just learn the guild language.
I think I kind of get it, and I'm excited about this world.
It's like basic.
It's sort of like a really lateral way of organizing the normally mishmash the nature of language.
Oh, it's great. There's a language called Common.
It's like markdown language. It's like saying be you elf, assassin, thief, plumber. If you're in the business of business, let's do a CSS kind of coding language that maximizes the ability to transact.
Right, exactly.
Got it. But I don't speak it.
No, me neither.
I step in and say, hey, a little less chibber jabbers and a little more adventuring.
Hey man, I'm just marveling at this world, man.
I know, but
because sometimes there's shit. You know that guy in Theopoopinus, you know, like shot 58 people with an automatic arrow, and like we're all bummed out. And I just like that sometimes society does it does function well.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks, Geffen. We're gonna scamper off over to the.
Wait. Is the prior awake?
Yeah.
Should we ask Geffen which way to go to the main town?
Yeah, I'm kind of like half.
You guys know where it is.
Well, the player is saying I don't know where it is, but the character knows where it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean we're.
All right. I take some rope out and rebind the hands and of our prior.
But just an aside, like, I'm just saying, like, as far as I understand it, like, we haven't categorized the prior in our heads as like a bad guy.
No,
like, he's not like
he's just a coward.
He may be an unwilling companion on our journey, but he's not like. He's not. It's like we have arrested him, but he's not guilty of anything until a judge says so. You know?
Right. Yeah.
That's how I'm looking.
Yeah.
at
I mean, I think let's let the church sort that out.
And we only had to arrest him because he was threatening the safety of a kid. You know, because he was like, and it may be because he's one of the good guys.
Yeah, but there was weird blood monster Boogan magic going on in his basement at his church. That's under his purview. Like,
I know, but as the guy, it's like if you run into a guy, you know, after an attack, he's the guy that's probably not involved.
Well, we're gonna find out. The church will have something to say about this.
Sure, but let's not. I just don't want to treat him like shit.
No. I mean, let's let the church sort it out.
Right.
We're not going to poison that well.
But the last time
we do have
loose,
the poison pill.
He ran off.
I know.
So
You could poison the well.
He's a hostile witness. It's like,
yeah. I mean,
he has given us reason to mistrust his. He's a flight risk.
To the Church of the Silver Flame.
To the Church of the Silver Flame. This is the song we sang every time we traveled, and the rope unraveled, and the naves and the serpent tamed. Flagging no veil on the butt.
Right foot. Oh, I was trying to do an under, like a second line.
Yeah, a little counterpoint.
Yeah.
When a flagon of veil and a saddlebag gets rusty as a buckle, I tim-tom ho and I flip-flap flow and I fuck your mama's fuckle. Swords sheathed, iron bright, the anvil's hammer as the anvil's might, a medieval life for me by night. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a hammer and I got me a sizzle. I got me a waffle and I got me a whiffle. Ain't got a life unless I'm John Denver.
Thank God I'm a Silver Flame. All right. Later.
Okay. In the evening passes, it takes 2 days to travel. In the second evening, the only notable thing that happens is on your path in the nighttime, you feel the quiet broken, just as if something strange has happened, and you look out and you can see over the night sky, over the trees and canopies of the outlying area, you can see a large, muscular brown demon, like a classic demon, like a muscular humanoid with bat wings, you know, like just a classic demon, but he's got...
Classic demon.
Yeah, he's got giant orb, like globe, like glowing eyes, and he's carrying a lantern. He's like carrying a hanging lantern, and...
He's just hanging out on the roadside?
We see him as we're camping.
Hey, demon, what's up?
Stop it.
No.
Oh.
It's you see him like it's very far away, and he's flying over like you might see a dragon flying in the distance or something.
Or like in modern times, like a black helicopter. Mm-hmm. It's like a little weird, but
and what did I roll? One diarrhea. You notice it, like you feel like your heart stop like in your chest, and like it actually feels like for a sec you're having a heart attack as you see the demon makes eye contact with you. It like, and then it just keeps flying on, and nothing else really happens. It doesn't seem to really.
I think my heart just stopped.
How far away is he from us?
More than a mile, but it's just he's a big guy, so you can kind of see him. And also, he's carrying a lantern.
A lantern.
Yeah.
So is he? What is he flying over?
Trees.
He's just doing his thing over the treetops.
Yeah.
Carrying a lantern.
Mm-hmm. Do we notice that he detected diarrhea?
You saw him like look, but you didn't see that he looked. I guess all of you kind of think he looked at you, but only Steve felt.
Well, then
that.
he said, "I feel like I'm having a heart attack." So we turn our attention to him and say, "What was going on there?"
His eyes were piercing, looking straight at me, and then my heart just stopped. I think it was a weird bodily reaction to that creature looking at me.
From my understanding of Arcana, I believe that demon is a searcher. I may be making this up. He's got a lantern and he's looking for stuff. It's interesting that he sensed diarrhea, but that wasn't his objective.
You're right.
That's a demon that's got a job, and his job involves looking.
I say we go investigate this shit.
That's a big demon. And he's already looking for something that's not us.
There's 3 of us and a weird prior. Like, I think we can handle this shit.
We're on our way.
Do we know he's an unfriendly demon?
Demons are unfriendly. The friendliest demon is not someone you'd trust.
Is this demon on the way to where we're going? Like, or is it? We'll be going out of our way on our journey to the church to go.
Yeah, it is. But also, it's like it's flying, and you guys aren't flying, and it's miles away, and it's flying fast. So, like, it would be you'd kind of have to triangulate, and then it would be.
Is it flying away from our destination?
Well, yeah, it's kind of going the other, like it's going south.
So we'd have to intercept his path somewhere far off our path.
Yeah.
Let's just clock it like Ho-Oh in the pilot of Pokemon. Like it happened, and we should continue on our journey.
It's foreshadowing. I just want to take the opportunity because we're focused on travel. Because for my own edification, I know the character knows this stuff, but as the player, I just like we were in this realm. Like we're in a continent called what? We're in a realm called just
Corvair. You're in the country of Thrain.
And we were in Thrain, and now so Corvair is the continent. Thrain is like the
one of the kingdoms.
Yeah, and we were now we're where is where we're headed back.
It's still in Thrain. Thrain. Okay. Most you're gonna stay in Thrain most of the campaign probably.
Sure. Okay, but where is it? And so it's a city that our headquarters are in.
Yeah, it's in the county of Placeholder.
Placeholder, right? Okay.
And it's at Pureburn Abbey. Pureburn, like pure burning propane or something.
Pureburn Abbey.
Pureburn Abbey.
That's like the headquarters, at least, not maybe globally, but
right.
Within Thrain.
Right. The global headquarters is called Flamekeep, but you guys are kind of irregular, so your headquarters isn't Flamekeep. You're kind of in a satellite office.
Right. Got it.
Oh, what?
I like using my either local knowledge or nature knowledge or whatever. Can we learn anything else about that demon flying?
Local or what knowledge? Nature? Not with those knowledges. No.
I don't have anything with it would be Arcana then? Or?
It would have to be religion or planes.
Yeah, I don't have any of that shit.
I say to Patchins, is he awake? How's he doing?
Yeah. Hey guys, was my voice high? Hey guys,
Patchins, we just saw a demon seeking something that knew we were here but didn't even want to bother with us. Is it possibly searching for this jewel of yours?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Well, it's fucking crazy if a demon's here. Demons are like from a different dimension.
I don't know that Patchin's voice was so high from.
No, this is more of a standard gnome voice.
I gotta tell you, my keyhole hurt. My keyhole is hurting.
I gotta tell you guys, as a member of the church militant to the Silver Flame, we're gonna go back to the church to talk bureaucracy when we could eliminate a demon from the world? I mean, isn't our job to go out there and destroy evil?
We're at a real crossroads.
I've gotten in enough trouble for, infractions of their stupid rules. Like, I'd like to finish out the job that we were assigned to do.
Well, he's got a lantern, and I got to tell you, lanterns piss me off because there's fire inside there, but they're like it's like keeping fire in a cage. Like, it's a fire prison, and I'm the fire liker. I want to go let that fire out and burn this demon up.
I want to get back to placeholder.
Okay.
You guys should fight.
Should we have a vote?
Oh.
We have a quorum.
Wait, we should fight amongst ourselves? Or
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a real pitch, but yeah, that's what I said.
I fight.
What?
All right. What are you guys doing?
I want to go beat up this demon.
Okay, I don't. I mean, so
We're just gonna get
what
lost
do we do?
in the woods. How are we gonna track that thing down?
I don't think that's our job. This world is filled with demons.
Okay.
I have no doubt that that demon is related to a larger thing.
Okay.
I'm metagaming. I
yell to the demon, "Hey, demon, you're safe tonight. You're in no danger from the Church of the Silver Flame.
I mean, really,
we're a church full of weenies."
if we chased it down, I still think he would be in no danger.
Well, you guys.
There's a million demons. We can go hunt them down one by one and end up getting killed because they're demons, or we can do the job that we're supposed to be doing.
Don't you want to go back home for just one night where we could shower and just like bathe and we could just like be in a bed and it'd be so comfy, and then maybe we can get like pancakes or something.
I'm a child of nature. I'm a gnome. The woods and the wilderness is my shit.
I know, and I as a youth lived that life, wandering from adventure to adventure, getting into any trouble that presented itself, and there was no completion there. The church rescued me, gave me structure. The church isn't perfect, but it gives you a role in the universe, which is to fight evil. And if we depart from the church's path and just go jumping into trouble, then I may as well shed my silver flame pendant and just become a regular ass cleric wandering the fucking world hunting treasure. I'm just not that guy.
Not yet, you're not.
Well, I don't know what the fuck that means, but
Well, how far away are we, Spencer, from the church? Like days?
You're pretty. No, this is like you'll be there by morning, or you can see it from where you are.
Okay, let's go to the church. Let's play it safe.
I appreciate your, I mean, Silver Flame first. It's like, I got a lot of complaints about how the church is run too. This prior represents that, maybe.
Yeah, let's turn the prior in.
Let's see what they have to say.
Look, we press on to the church then.
All right. You get there. You can see Pureburn Abbey as well as Pureburn Keep. You see, Pureburn Keep is the barracks, and it's the base of the church militant that's stationed in Placeholder. Pureburn Keep works with Pureburn Abbey to keep the peace, but like the more churchy people go to the Abbey and the more military people go to the Keep. They work together to keep the peace in Placeholder and keep all of Corvair safe from evil. You arrive at Pureburn Keep. It's your home office. It's like a classic, coming back to the office sort of situation. You go through the front door and into kind of the medieval office pool where all the inquisitors and militants hang out, and they have desks. There's people like that. It's not your home really because you're used to just getting shit done. This is more of like a paper pusher place than for soldiers and warriors and clerics,
We have lockers or something?
Yeah, you're kind of going through the office pool where all the tables are and people are like calling you out. It's like, oh, hey, it's Spooky Carlos.
Spooky.
What up, Spooky?
Spooky Carlos.
Oh, hey, Spooky Carlos is back.
Yeah, keep shaming spirituality when you work for a church, Chagos.
Why do they call you Spooky Carlos?
Because I believe in weird shit, and so should you. We work for a church.
Yeah. You notice an old friend of yours, Absalon. He kind of walks up to you and he's all like, "Oh man, what's going on? Good to have you back. You gotta fill out the paperwork."
Epsilon, remember when we talked about you possibly finding somebody to do that for us, since we're not like great paperwork people?
Well, I had some headway. I don't think it's ready yet, but I had some headway. So
which forums?
Just you guys. This is your job. You know what the forums are.
All right.
Here,
I just think you guys.
take this.
I think you misinterpret the word cleric sometimes.
He gives you a fuzzy orange ball.
On the top of a pencil?
No, it's like a koosh ball kind of, but maybe twice the size.
Well,
he's like, here you go.
I hum into it.
Is that a koosh thing?
No, it's just giving it a shot at improvising how this works.
Oh, no. Well,
my mission went well.
Oh, no. He's like, no, this summons an orangutan.
Oh.
That's cool.
I'm working on it to get it to summon a bureaucrat, but it's not.
This is you. You've been working on helping us not have to do as much paperwork.
Yeah,
right.
Do you have anything for me?
You can have that. I mean, you can share it. It's an orangutan.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice of you,
Orange
Epsilon.
koosh ball. Is it one use and then he disintegrates? Or?
Yeah.
So we got
I'm working on that too.
we got a one-time orangutan.
That's nice.
Right.
Can you get us some new horses?
This guy's crazy for horses.
I'll think of. I might be able to do that. Let me think about that.
Yeah, find a thing that can
Thanks,
summon this guy some nice horses because he really.
We lost our horses. Someone murdered them.
Oh, I know. I mean,
You know?
no, I didn't know that. Sorry, that's my bad. That's not a clue. Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Hey, where's the boss? We gotta take in a prisoner we have here.
As if on cue, you hear the shout ring out. Johnson. Your last name's Johnson, right? Isn't that Carlos Johnson?
Am I Carlos?
think it's Carlos
Johnson, the unimaginative.
Johnson, what's the status of your mission? You're to report to the debriefing room immediately.
Well, do you want me to answer the first part or just follow the second part?
I don't know. Maybe it was meant to be given out in 2 parts. This line.
We'll see you in the briefing room.
Awesome. That's Brother Schrader.
Brother Schrader.
These names aren't super important, but
You know,
I don't know. It'll be. They'll
Hey,
probably
I'm keeping
recur.
every note.
I like it. Yeah. All right. Well, he disappears after doing that.
Okay.
like magically.
No.
Oh.
Like his head was popped out of a door and it pops back through
All
the
right.
door.
So we go to the briefing room.
All right. You enter a darkened room lit by narrow slit windows and the thick stone walls of the keep. Schrader takes a seat apart from you, and seated nearby Schrader is a bishop. Recognizable by his uniform, but unrecognizable in his face or body or based on any of your memories.
Okay. Bishops are pretty big deals within the church ministry.
Mm-hmm. Patchins also comes in with you, and also
Yeah.
leaning up against the wall is Geffen. He's there.
Oh.
It's a shady room.
Hey, Geffen, you got snacks?
No. What? No.
All right. I'm just wondering.
Okay.
I approach the bishop, and is it customary to like bow or anything like a higher ranking? Do we have like a thing? Whatever.
Nah. That's like not in this kind of thing.
What's our saying? The flame will keep the flame burns tall. Always keep that flame burning.
Always keep that flame burning.
Chaos is a ladder.
That's.
I go.
I've said this before, but it's great. Chaos is a ladder is a great response to condolences. Like, I'm so sorry. Chaos is a ladder. It's fine.
I go up to the bishop and I nod and I say, I as in deference, and I say, may the flame purify.
And may we be found worthy.
I walk up and say, blessed be the fruit.
For it will ferment.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Are there seats in here?
Yeah, there's seats.
All right, so I assume we're supposed to take a seat, so I take a seat.
I turn the seat around and sit like the backward seat, like the cocky way.
And we have the prior with us, and
Right.
I now take a I untether him. I
Okay.
say, "This is Prior." Do I know his name?
Abernathy.
This is Prior Abernathy from
Roan.
Roan, sir. We believe he'll have more information than we can give you. We arrived at the site of quite a kerfuffle.
There was bad things happening to livestock. They were doing blood magic rituals and making crazy blood boogans, and the whole thing blew up.
Yeah, we heard you blew up the church.
We didn't blow up the church. The bad guys blew up the church, and we were lucky to escape with our lives.
I think we blew it up.
No.
Didn't we?
No, it was the creature lady.
I assume that was an aside, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
just to be clear, it's fine.
Well,
it's
can
fine.
you remind me, table talk, like what? Did
could
we
do all the
blow it up?
No, but in theory, you could have prevented it from being blown up.
Right. Well, we climbed up the ladder because it was about to blow up. Like something got set off, and we were like, okay, yeah.
The pea barrels.
It's true. The priory was lost. There was blood magic, as my colleague is telling you, taking place. Abernathy here claims to be ignorant of all of it. I don't disbelieve him, but I didn't want to interrogate him without turning him into the church. That's our full report. Abernathy should hopefully have less trouble telling you the full story.
We should probably also talk to Petty Cash about replacing a couple doors for the Fell family. We kind of lit a few things on fire.
All right.
I want to put in a good word for Abernathy before anything begins, in that I think that he was the prior, from my observation, of an abbey that had gone awry, had been infiltrated by an evil force. I believe he was dealing with it. I believe it pushed him over an edge, so he was in danger of harming others that we personally had exorcised already. We brought him here against his will because his will was to run. But I believe that's because he's aligned with the church. I just wanted to put in a good word for him.
Sounds good. I appreciate your candor and your honesty and your what's just being a good detective? Like, what's that?
Gumshoery.
Yeah, and your gumshoery. So just rate this one up for the logs. You can collect your pay from Zelly in the commissary.
Sweet.
We'll take Patchins and Abernathy and talk to him for a bit.
Yeah, also, Patchins, you should tell...
Patchins is looking at you like he doesn't want you to say anything.
We're not on salary? We get paid per job?
You are on salary and you get paid per job.
Oh, sweet.
Patchen doesn't want me to talk about... Sidebar, Patchen doesn't want me to talk about the fact that he lost an important...
Yeah, he's looking
treasure.
at you like he'll die if that comes out.
I say, yeah, Patchins...
Not like he'll die, like he'll be fired from life.
I finished my sentence. I go, Patchins, I see the look, and I go, Patchins, this guy, he's the shit. And then we walk off.
Yes, sir. Sorry, Bishop. I should have also commended this young man, Patchins. He was a huge aid to us. He didn't know who to trust, but he trusted us. He helped us a great deal, and he's been under a lot of duress. And we were assailed by bandits along the way back, and he was hurt very badly. I hope that the church will take care of him, make him comfortable, and I'd also like to know when he'll be released from debriefing so that I can buy him a beer and give him my personal thanks.
It shouldn't take more than an hour.
All right. Well, Patchins, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. We should arrange to meet somewhere.
Yeah. Like where?
At the local tavern.
Awesome.
Is that, there's a name of a place that we... What's our drawing room in placeholder?
Oh, wait.
The Skull and Bone.
There you go.
It's the It looks like a pirate flag, but there's only one bone under it.
Only one bone?
It looks like an underlined skull.
All right. Well, yeah. That sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
Let's go get paid at the commissary. Let's collect that sweet placeholder money.
All right. So this is the point where 3 weeks ago when I came up with this content, I had an audio video portion.
Whoa.
So we could cut the audio. I can give the audio to actually be cut in. I could put the file online so that the audience can see it, but it's not going to be perfectly viewable for us, you know? Does that make sense?
Should we do it as a cliffhanger and do it when we're back on stage live, or should we go out and fight that demon?
I think we should at least... I don't know. Oh, I guess we should probably stop soon, huh? But yeah, we should at least... I want to play because it's been 3 weeks. And I haven't been doing... I don't know.
We can
Poor Spencer trying to follow my dream of having an AV podcast. He finally gets on board. And
I know.
Church, can you just wear a fire marshal outfit and come in here and shut the whole thing down?
All right.
Well, what do you think what do you think we should do? Should we you play it for us?
I'll play it into the mic, and then I'll play it afterwards, so we could watch it. But then I'll put it online so anyone can actually.
Yeah, if you're listening.
Yeah, it's audio.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to edit. Just send me the raw file. I will edit this whole podcast.
Yeah, just edit out some of the clumsiness.
The four of us can watch it now live in the room, and then everybody else can watch it later.
Right. It's just all this me talking around it. That's what I want to cut out.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
No, hold on. I'm so sorry.
This is going to be incredible.
Is there a way
I realize how crippling it is to hate myself this much. Don't get me wrong. It's not like a bit.
Just, you learned it from
watching Dad.
Yeah. I've never been prouder.
All right. It's like it's supposed to be a mission complete. Yeah, see?
Oh,
see
wow.
Mission complete.
Swoop. Swoop.
This is amazing.
We got a final grade of a D+. For those listening, it's
this.
It's basically he made the video game equivalent of when a dungeon master tells you your campaign, your mission is over, and here's your experience points and things. But we got graded. We saved 4 people. We got a D+ overall. The A we got was for time.
Right, because it happened really fast.
I guess that assumes we rushed.
You really did. I mean, that was a good thing. But
so we probably should have been a little more diligent.
Maybe.
That's good to know.
Well, that's the thing is that you play these video games and then you're like, I think I did okay, and then you get the score and it's like, wait, what the fuck?
And they're like, wait, here's what we're measuring.
Right.
How many gold pieces did we get?
No, that was collateral. You caused 500 gold pieces in collateral damage. That's part of why
the mayor's gonna have our.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
All right, so
that makes me want to keep playing more, so I want to see more of those.
I think that was Spencer's successful goal, was that he's like, why don't we make this give you the dopamine spike of a mission that's finished, well or not.
Okay.
And then you're like, God, okay, so now you get a kind of a fresh start on the next one.
That would have been a smash hit with an audience.
I know. It was a great idea. I have good ideas.
It's almost like we should have had permits for our new venue.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I should have. If I didn't bitch out that one time when we were going to play D&D, it would have happened probably, huh?
Now, are we going to get a new adventure now? Are we going to talk about a new mission?
You're embarking on a new mission.
That's why it's so exciting. Now we know the characters, and now we're in placeholder, and then I'm going to the tavern, and I'm going to have a drink. And then
we have so many storylines to investigate.
Yeah, look, so we can all turn to each other and say, okay, D+, not our best work.
Right.
Lots of mistakes were made, but we kind of know who we are now. We kind of know how to use our spells a little bit. We worked as a team. We failed kind of as a team, but a D+ is better than an F.
But I want to get better, and I can now because I can take notes. I want to learn to use note-taking software the best way possible, so that when we meet a character, I can hashtag it.
Yeah.
So that it's I'll have a list of all the characters, and I'm gonna fucking nail this.
Okay. So now
that was dismissive.
Who's our main man? Who's Charlie to our angels? That's gonna give us our new thing.
How about Brother Absalom?
Brother Absalom.
Yeah.
Brother Absalom.
Oh, are we still going? Sorry.
Well, anyways, no. But
I
do want to partake of the irony here, though. That I've been this Howard Hughes obsession person about the new venue and how we're going to show video and audio and stuff. And Spencer's what? Spencer's finally. There's a fucking really funny irony there that Spencer secretly was like, you know what? I'm gonna blow their socks off.
Yeah, man.
Do what Dan keeps babbling about, and do the audio-visual thing at the end of a Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna back him up and do this, and then it's the fire marshal comes in, and I spent 90 minutes talking about how thrilled I was that we're not doing it.
It's fine.
And the D&D Spencer going, well, this would have been better if we project. I think that's really beautiful.
I know.
It's sitcom.
It's hard to
Parks and
write
Rec level irony that I love. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we're teed up for next time for a new mission, right?
I feel it's pretty safe to say that the next Harmontown episode is going to be in this format. We're not going to just like leap into some willy-nilly live venue. I'd rather refine this experience while we wait for the castle to become legal than run around town trying to figure out where in LA we can technically do our show.
I say we learn briefly to get good at this, and then use live venues when it's time to do that. And we now we've added another knife to our Swiss Army knife of like our utility belt.
Yeah.
Like we've expanded. We grew a little bit. Mm-hmm. You die a little bit and you grow a little bit.
Yeah.
Welcome to the strangest era of Harmontown yet. Harmontown Nights.
You'll float too.
So we have a not just a cliffhanger. We have we know that we have a new adventure and a new episode coming up of our D&D.
But we have so many things to investigate that we already know about. It's daunting.
It is. Well, right. You guys, we did it. It was a fun experience. I hope the listeners enjoyed it. I want to thank Steve Levy, Spencer Crittenden.
Thank you.
I'm Jeff, your comptroller. Let's thank Church, Noah, Emma out there, everybody making it happen in the booth.
Chris Boruff, Zach the Audio Maniac.
When you podcast from your heart needs to podcast fire. When you podcast from your soul needs to graduate higher. When the devil looks down from the godly throne that he took over from his godly bones and he says, who can podcast the best? Then you will undergo the podcast test. It's the devil, God, angels, heaven, metal, earwax.
Hacky earwax? That was Yankovic-y.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. I mean, you didn't have to come, so fuck off.
Stay home and take chances.
Take no chances.
Don't drive anywhere and take no chances. All right, we love you all.
When the devil comes to call.
It's podcast time. You're in the podcast zone.
And Jesus Christ grows angel wings and his Christmas trees start to sing with an eagle angel beak and a unicorn horn.
It's podcast time.
With the devil.
Podcast time.
And God in heaven.
Don't let the pod cast you. You cast the pod. You are the God of the podcast.
Pentecostal devil.
Podcast time. It's podcast time.
Mormons.
It's podcast time.
Episcopalians.
It's podcast time.
Muslims.
Nope.
Oh, dark turn right at the end. Wow.
Too soon.
Gonna get some letters about that in our.
Oh, all right. It's still podcast time. It's just,
come on, take it easy.
From certain countries, we want to find out what's happening. We want to make sure we know what's going on with certain podcast countries.
If your country profits the Trump administration and you're Muslim, that's fine.
Yes,
we're not banning you.
It's podcast time.
It's just.
It's podcast time.